and welcome back to yet another Buffalo Blue Jays pregame show. I am your host, Randy Williams. Jared is here doing all the analysis, and we're so glad to have you with us as the Buffalo Blue Jays get ready to take on the Philadelphia Phillies coming to town. But first, looking back over the past few games, we had a little bit of excitement. Something that hasn't happened in 17 years. The Blue Jays had a home game rainout.
Yeah.
They have retractable in Toronto, so they just haven't had to deal with it whatsoever. And here in Buffalo, they have to deal with the forces of Mother Nature on Saturday night. Do you think the rainout cost them a win?
It's hard to say. You actually, to your credit, you got a perfect score for the second game. It was a 3-2 Rays victory, so congrats to you on that one. Who knows? I mean, it's hard to say. They had the stoppage. I don't really think it affected the second game too much. I think the only game it really affected, quite honestly, was the third game, because that game got reduced to 7 innings, and Teoscar Hernandez, when they were up by 1 at the end of the game, and he didn't throw it to home with a lot of urgency. And that tied up the game, and then they ended up losing in extra innings in the third game. So I think that cost them a little bit. So I guess yes, but not that particular game, if that makes sense.
That's a classic Buffalo heartbreaking loss at the end, huh?
Yes, that's what I've been noticing with these losses. I'm wondering if it's truly a Buffalo thing or if it's experienced by everybody in the world. I think the former. I think it's only Buffalo that this happens to. 3 of the losses that they had, 2 in overtime, and 1 just at the end of that first rainout game, were heartbreaking losses. And there's not one game where the Blue Jays have been dominated. Like, all their losses have come so close, and you would think that they would have actually gone 5-0 so far. And actually, on the road, they've been road warriors, at least the last few days. They swept the Orioles. So we'll see if they're able to keep their winning ways as they come back home for like a quick little respite and then go right back on the road again to Tampa.
Quick 2-game series against Philadelphia. On Thursday, we have Spencer Howard pitching against Chase Anderson. And then Friday, Vince Velasquez, oh my gosh, versus Trent Thornton coming into town. Anything in particular looking from the pitching matchups?
It'll be interesting to see how Chase Anderson does, because, he did okay again in that second game. We'll see if maybe he gets some more innings in this one, especially it's an earlier start, so maybe that'll attribute a little bit. Thornton's back in the lineup, so he's been uninjured. He's been injured for a while, so now he's back in. So we'll see if he's rusty or not coming back in. Looking at the ERAs, it seems like the Blue Jays are in favor to win both games, but offensively, though, the Phillies are a pretty good team, I think, aren't they?
They lead Major League in both runs and batting average so far, but they have played less games.
That's true.
Their totals aren't as high as other teams in the majors, but their runs per game and their batting average is the highest in MLB.
So essentially what we're looking at is, by the numbers, offensively the Phillies are favored, but defensively I would say the Blue Jays are favored because of the ERA averages. But it's so hard to really attribute that, given the very few games on both sides of the ball, if you will, on both offensive and defense. There's just not enough time. This isn't 5 months of data. It's a month and a half of data. Or it's a month. It's not even a month. It's not even a month of data. So it's hard to say how much that really is telling, to be completely honest.
Well, looks like they'll be able to get both games in. Thursday and Friday, beautiful days. 76 degrees on Thursday, Friday, 82 degrees, and sunny all day. So no chance of rain in the forecast at this point. So we should have a good baseball. So I think your week to pick first. You feeling good? The Toronto going to pull out some victories here at home.
I think they'll once again have a split series. I have the Blue Jays winning the first game 7-3, and then I have them losing the second game 5-2.
All right. Well, I have you of little faith, Jared. I have us sweeping the series against Philadelphia.
Whoa!
Hot takes. 3-1 on the Thursday night game, and Trent Thornton keeping it closer, keeping the scores down 5-1 for the
Wow,
front.
cool.
So, with that being said, we'll be back in 5 nights as the Blue Jays return back home to Buffalo, and really enjoying the season and being able to talk about you, Jared.
Yep, it's been a fun time, though. Admittedly, it was more exciting when it first started. But, yay, I'm still happy. Baseball in Buffalo. Good deal.
All right, we'll see y'all soon. Thank you so much.